fellow citizens of Ogun State, on behalf of your government, I thank the Almighty God for the grace that helped us way through year 2019. As the new year bursts, it is my prayer that year 2020 brings us better tidings, more prosperity and fulfillment in our individual and collective endeavors. I am convinced that this is a year of hope, a year when Ogun State will take its rightful place in the Committee of States. I have no doubt that as a government, we are headed in a positive direction towards improved conditions of living for each of us and further development for our dear state. 2019 was an extraordinary year. We celebrated the people's choice at the polls and congratulated ourselves on the legal victories. As we put these behind us, today is an opportunity for us to reflect and remind ourselves of our responsibilities to each other, as government to people, as citizens to government, and as individuals to one another. You will recall that just 2 days ago, I signed into law the first appropriation bill of our administration. It's titled Budget of Building Our Future Together. I must thank the honorable members of the State House of Assembly for working assiduously to ensure the prompt passage of this appropriation bill. This bill is significant not just because it is the first full-year budget of our administration, but more importantly because it captures the aspirations, yearnings, needs, wishes, and desires of our people. For the very first time, the budget was prepared with the people, for the people, through inclusive town hall meetings in 3 senatorial districts. This budget will deliver on its promise. It is not just about the size of the budget, it's all about our commitment to ensuring its faithful implementation. Towards ensuring this, we have put in place a number of initiatives, including the establishment of government delivery units. This will ensure that government projects and programs are not only delivered, but will be measurable and constantly evaluated. I want to assure you that you will begin to see these practical manifestations in weeks ahead. Let me assure you that this budget was not only well prepared, it will also be efficiently and effectively implemented to create a better ambience for further development of our dear state. The Ogun State House of Assembly has cleared all our commissioner designates, and in the new year, they will all be assigned their portfolios. In addition to this, we just appointed 8 new permanent secretaries to head our different ministries and departments. While some were reposted, others were retained to ensure alignment of skills and experience in key strategic areas. This strengthens the bureaucracy to effectively and efficiently perform its function as the engine room of government. This means that right from the beginning of the new year, we now have a full team with a greater momentum that will operate at optimum speed to implement faithfully the budget and deliver on democratic dividends to the people. In the last 7 months, we have been able to restructure the education sector to a functional level. Critical issues relating to Moshood Abiola University of Science and Technology, Moshood Abiola Polytechnic, Tertiary and College of Education have all been resolved. We've also embarked on the rehabilitation of our public primary and tertiary facilities across the state. We recently promoted over 10,000 teaching and non-teaching staff for the 2016 and 2017 years. I have restored the payment of running costs in our schools. We have commenced the evaluation of suitable ICT tools in the school administration and management of curriculum. We will implement appropriate technology for e-learning, e-library, and other school applications. For these, I thank all stakeholders in the education sector for holding the light and joining hands with us to bring back the glory of education. We recognize that health is wealth, and that only a healthy citizenry can contribute to development and enjoy the dividends of democracy. We have continued to address infrastructural and staff deficits in health institutions. We are rehabilitating our primary and tertiary health facilities across the state and have approved the immediate recruitment of medical doctors, nurses, pharmacists, and all other personnel for the Olabisi Onabanjo Teaching Hospital and our other medical facilities. The State Hospital Ilaro has experienced an uncommon turnaround. We have also procured medical equipment for the other state hospitals while conducting medical outreaches to sensitize our people on how to live a healthy life. Empowerment of the youth through sports, creative arts, cultural activities, tourism and entertainment continue to provide the impetus in molding these leaders of tomorrow for the task of nation building. We have signed the Sports Commission Bill into law, and the Ogun Job Portal ensures that our graduates and those with vocational skills across the state give their information while we endeavor to match them with potential employers, training opportunities, particularly in the private sector. As part of our initiative to address the deficit in the housing sector, we have commenced 2 housing schemes in Abeokuta, also at Shagamu and Ota. These housing units will be sold particularly to the low and middle income earners. Furthermore, our urban renewal and regeneration initiatives will commence in all major towns, beginning with Ibara GRA Abeokuta. The Ogun State Master Plan is being reviewed and updated to enable proper planning and administration of residential estates, industrial and commercial clusters, as well as enforce strict adherence to global environmental standards. In this regard, plans are underway to implement the Geographical Information System for efficient and effective land administration and management. In agriculture, our administration has continued to intensify efforts to partner with the African Development Bank for the birthing of the largest agro-processing zone in Ogun State. In the same vein, we launched in partnership with the Central Bank of Nigeria the Anchor Bora scheme on agriculture. Under this scheme, our youth have been turned into agropreneurs. The administration has provided them with cleared land and extension services. The Anchor provides the seedlings and guaranteed offtake, while CBN pays them stipends to harvest. We have also subscribed to the Fadama Graduate Unemployed Youth and Women Scheme, Fadama Guys, which is particularly unique because it is targeted at the youth and women. At the microeconomic level, these programs give job opportunities to our youth and women, thereby providing income and food for themselves and their families. On the macroeconomic level, this initiative will be a boost to Nigeria's food self-sufficiency agenda. To complement the efforts of the federal government, we continue to support all the law enforcement agencies in Nigeria State. We amended the law establishing the Ogun State Security Trust Fund, reinvigorated the fund and made it more private sector driven. This fund will provide the needed finances required for the welfare and management of armored vehicles and security equipment while ensuring accountability and good corporate governance. We have also deployed patrol vans and motorcycles to strengthen the security architecture in our dear state, thus providing a conducive and enabling environment for nurturing the individual potentials of our people and businesses. We have established the Ogun Tech Hub in Abeokuta to leverage on ICT for this knowledge age economy. The initiative of Tech Hubs provides our people with an avenue for pre-incubation and cross-fertilization of ideas. This creates new solutions to the many social challenges of humanity. To ensure continued improvement in our ease of doing business, we have also established the Ogun State Investment Promotion and Facilitation Agency and the Ogun State Enterprise Development Agency. We embarked on the rehabilitation of rural and township roads across the state. The establishment of the Ogun State Public Works Agency, OPWA, has proven to be an efficient and responsive, cost-efficient strategy of constructing and rehabilitating existing roads, generally ease commuting and movement of goods and materials, while ensuring the continued growth of our state economy. Only 2 days ago, I inspected the number of ongoing road projects in Ado-Ota, Ifo, Abeokuta South, and other local governments. These are indicators of what 2020 will bring us. In a few weeks, we will be commissioning 2 newly constructed roads in Ota Town. These are link roads that were left unattended even as the Lagos State portion of the roads had been commissioned over a year ago. Let me assure our people that work will also commence soon on the Jebu-Ode-Epe road, which is already captured in the 2020 budget. It is important to underscore the fact that in line with our policy on inclusiveness, that these roads were selected by the electorate across the 236 wards of our dear state. One major takeaway from our infrastructure development plan is that in the process of developing our infrastructure, our administration will ensure that we do not make life uncomfortable for our people, and permit me to emphasize that no inherited project for which the People's Commonwealth have been invested will be abandoned. If anything, it will be creatively utilized for the interest and upliftment of the people. We will continue to be methodical, strategic, structured, and deliberate in all that we do. We will continue to engage our citizens and all stakeholders in matters that affect them. We have started seeing the positive results of these. We have received recognitions and awards from local and international organizations for our modest efforts. The Federal Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy adjudged our state as the best ICT infrastructure development and internet penetration in the country in 2019. Our state was also adjudged second in ICT human capital development by the same federal ministry. Again, the Business Day Research and Intelligence Unit only last month commended us as the most improved state on security and for our high performance on state competitiveness and good governance record. The Central Bank of Nigeria has also recognized us as a model state in youth employment and agricultural industrialization because of our unique approach to the Anchor Borrowers program. This is just the beginning. As a new administration, we cannot afford to rest on our oars. Going forward, more attention will be on financial transparency, accountability, due process, efficiency, and cost management, and this has engendered the medium-term expenditure framework, MTEF. It's also important to remember that public servants remain the engine room of government. While I'm proud to say that prompt payment of salaries to our ever hardworking, diligent, and committed public servants is no longer a challenge in Ogun State, it is also imperative to state that our government is already in the final stage of discussions with the labor unions for the implementation of the new minimum wage. My fellow citizens, the year 2020 brings us stronger hope. We are committed to ensuring that individual prosperity of our citizens is clearly manifested and the status of our dear state is enhanced in the Committee of States. This is Ogun State, and we are renowned for being the first and the best in different fields of human endeavor. However, we need more than prayers. We need stronger discipline. We must work harder with increased commitment and dedication from all of us. We are determined to leave Ogun State much better than we met it. We must remind ourselves that there are hard choices that we will have to make. These choices will give us the opportunity of a solid foundation today for a better tomorrow. As an administration, let me assure that we appreciate the support we have received so far from all our people. The political class have demonstrated that this is the home of heroes and heroines of democracy. You have shown that you can subordinate your individual interests for the collective interests of our dear state. I also appreciate our traditional rulers, religious leaders, market women and artisans, students and general populace. This support can only fuel our desire to do more. As an individual, I am proud and honored to hold your mandate as governor to all. I know that when one is entrusted with such magnitude of responsibility, it is more than an honor. It's a moral burden. I promise to repay with selfless service. My dear good people of Ogun State, on behalf of your government and with a heart full of joy, I thank God and congratulate all of us for witnessing yet another new year. As we have now been ushered into year 2020, it is my sincere prayer that this new year will usher in more fulfillment for all of us, as well as bring greater development to our dear state. Once again, on behalf of the government of Ogun State, I wish all of us a happy,